everybody. Welcome to the weekly recap. As always, with me is George, the boss Wells. How you doing, Georgie?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, my brother. I'm doing well. So why don't we just jump right into it? But why don't we just tell our viewers what's expected today? We have a awesome, awesome player highlight. We won't say too much. But we do
Uh,
you see what I did there? All right.
I
Anyways,
see what you did there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Stand up comedy. But yes, we do have a guest for the player highlight, and then we have a very special match today for a number 5 spot. So it is Clark Webster versus Nick Highland, and they're gonna ballot it out for the number 5 spot. So can't wait to see that. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. But Georgie, why don't you just set us off for the recap?
All right, man. We had Neil Curran and Dave Curry battling it out again. I believe Dave's gotten the better of him the last couple times that they've played, and he got the better of him again. David won 8-6. They both threw like low 50s. Neil was actually closer to 55 average, and so he outscored David, but lost the match in the long run. Who else do we got here? Lewis Carter had another match. Again, throwing up big numbers. He threw up a 56. Like this guy's throwing up anywhere from 56 to like 65. The guy's the guy's good. He's going to be someone that I'm waiting to get to the top.
I'm waiting too, I guess.
Yeah, right. Dustin had a couple matches this week. One was against Miles. Probably didn't shoot as well as what he wanted to. He still ended up getting the W, but he won that one 6-2 with a low 50s average. Miles was in the high 40s, right? So I think he was like 40, 45, 40, or 40, 48, 49, somewhere in there, right?
And he also played. You say he had 2 matches, so he also played Chapman, right?
Yep, he played Chapman. He actually dropped that match. Kirk Chapman, I don't remember. I'll get to it in a minute. But Kirk Chapman's actually had a couple matches as well. He played Nick Highland, who we're watching tonight, right? So
Okay.
played Nick Highland. Again, they didn't throw quite what they want to throw, right? They were both around the 50s average. But Nick took that one 7-5. So that was a decent match for Nick Highland to take the W on. Kirk Hess played Kyle Gleddersma. So that was a big match, right? And Nick Highland really showed up for that one. He ended up throwing a 61 average.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. Nick Highland's a really good shot. Kyle didn't really throw as well as he wanted to. He threw like mid 50s average, right? And what was the final score in that one? 6-1.
Oh wow.
6-1. Kirk Hess. Yeah, that's a big upset for Kyle. I know he's used to being like right there at the top of the ladder, right? But as the competition's getting tougher and tougher up there, it's really making it difficult to stay even in the top 10. It's going to be almost impossible for the guys that were at the top of the ladder before to stay at the top of the ladder now.
Yeah.
It's going to be to even stay in the top 10 is going to be
It's gonna be very hard. I mean, you're gonna probably go over some of the matches for the other players, but we even got you mentioned Henry G is now on the ladder, and
yeah,
the
man,
guy
that's huge.
that dude can shoot. Um,
Yeah. I
so
seen him playing in the Wednesday league.
yeah,
And in the Wednesday league, he threw up an 85 average.
yeah, the guy can shoot, man. The guy can shoot.
That's
Um,
that's insane. 85.
yeah, I mean yeah, the guy can shoot. I'm gonna leave it at that.
As soon as I seen the 85 average, I was like, you want to play on the ladder?
Yeah, my boy Shane took him down once though, but Uh,
Oh yeah, eh?
I mean, I got no favors. I got no favors. But that's my boy Shane.
You're
That's what I'm
so
trying to
full
say.
of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's
You're
my boy
so full
Shane.
of it.
Like I said, man, anybody who gives me a whooping, I become their fan. Shane gave me a
Yeah,
whoop.
yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. This is actually an interesting match. I was just talking to you about it before the broadcast or whatever. But Mike Dart League played Real Gauge,
Yeah.
and funny enough, Real won 7 legs, and Mike Dart League won 6, but Mike Dart League won. So it started off with Riel winning 3 straight. So he took the first set 3 straight, and then after that, he won 2 in the next set and 2 in the next set. So he won 7 legs in total, but he dropped the match itself. I haven't seen that since we started like doing the weekly recaps and stuff like that. Right? I've never seen that. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of funny.
that's why it's sets, right? Best of sets, not best of not
Yeah,
leg
exactly.
count.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. That probably was a really good match too. Wish I would have
yeah,
taken
it
that.
was. It was a high 40s match. All
Mm.
right. They both played in the high 40s. So yeah, it was a good match. Oh, this is an interesting match right here because I'm going to talk about 2 matches at once. It's actually Todd Wagner's match. Is that, did I say his name? Widener? Todd Widener. So he
Oh,
came onto the ladder and he right away challenged Kirk Main. Now, Todd is like 57, maybe a 58 average. And he called out Kirk Main right away. And I was just like, you might have wanted to avoid Kirk, but he played him and he lost. So that put him right to the bottom of the ladder, which is kind of funny to see somebody come onto the ladder ranked a 58, and now they're on the bottom of the ladder. So he then challenged, who is it here? Nicky Tungsten. And he
oh
won
yeah.
6 straight he won 6 straight with a 61 average. And I was like, all right, that's a little more like it. Like this guy's going to start climbing his way up there. And I'm gonna go to this other sheet here because I know I got it written down here somewhere. Um, Mickey, I don't have it written. He ended up calling out someone else, another guy, and he actually dropped the match with a 40 average.
Oh,
He played Thomas Allen. He played Thomas Allen, and I was like, all right.
yeah.
I'm like Thomas Allen's like ranked like a 41 or a 42 or something like that, right? And I was like, oh, this is going to be a walk in the park for Todd. And then Todd throws up a 40 like 2 average, and he actually dropped the match. I was just like, what? Like while I was like filling out and like updating the match, I was like, am I getting this right? Like I'm like going over and over the numbers and everything. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, he literally threw a 61 average the one day and then played another guy, and I guess he just couldn't double out. Like, yeah, we all know those days, right? Where you just struggle to
Yeah.
double out, right? So that was kind of a funny match. He took the one match that I'm looking at right now. He took that 6-0, right, with a 60 average. I'm just going through like Mark Buckley and Nick Highland. As soon as Nick Highland lost to someone, and immediately Mark jumped all over it. He was just like, all right. He's like, I'm gonna like Nick Highland was in fifth, so Mark thought that he was challenging someone to get into fifth, but someone leaped him and put Nick Highland down to sixth. So Mark was just like, he's like, I wouldn't have challenged him. He's like, I should have waited for the ladder to be updated because I think he would have gone after like Dustin or something like that instead,
Uh,
right? But that
man,
was a good match. Like they both threw, Mark threw a 76 average. It's insane to me, right? And Nick Highland threw his 60 average again, right? The guy's hitting 60s again. Like I know he went through a rough patch there for a while where he was like mid 50s and stuff, but the last couple matches he's been back up around the 60 average. Oh, who do I got here? Amanda, and Chris Schmidt, and Chris Schmidt won that one 6-1. Sorry, Amanda. I should have just passed that one, Amanda.
yo, you leave Amanda alone, all
Oh,
right?
you had a big match this Monday.
Who?
You.
I played this week.
You did on Monday.
I erase when I sleep, so I don't know. Who did I play?
You and Clark had your title shot.
Oh yes. Yeah, silly me, silly me.
Yeah.
Um,
How did that go?
um, you know, it went, I think Clark didn't shoot his best. You know what he's used to shooting. So, and I just got the better of him. That's all. And I was eating my outs. I think that's what it came down to. I was on my
Yeah.
outs. Yeah. So, but he stayed within, he stayed within range, at all times. I was just on my out, so it's really not much you could do about
Yeah,
that.
it looks like only a couple legs were like a blowout, right? Like you had one leg where you threw 100 average, and he was
um
still at 96, and then another one where you threw a 68 average, and he was still at 146. 100 average, Gonzalo. Come on, man.
I'm not the
You could do
only
better
one.
than
I think
that.
somebody else hit 102 the other day, not too long ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, it might have been Mark, or it might have been Shane. Somebody threw 100 leg. So
that's awesome, man. That's my highest leg. That's the best I've ever done. But
actually,
yeah, so
I
you
threw
ended up
one
taking
against.
that.
I threw against. Threw one. That's what it was. I threw one against you in practice on Saturday. Oh boy.
But yeah, you ended up taking that one 9 legs to 2 against Clark.
Mm.
But we were saying that he was the underdog in that match, and like he really was. Like you say he didn't throw his best darts, but he threw a 56 average, which is probably like near the upper echelon of what he throws. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't reach 60 averages too often, right? So he threw good. He threw good for sure.
Um, there were a couple of other matches. I think Mark Buckley played Brian B as well, right? Did you go over that
Yep.
one?
It was either 6-1 or 6-0 that he won that one.
That was one of the ones where so that's what's interesting about it. We had a small conversation. Well, we touched on it. Like sometimes our outs appear longer. I mean higher because the other opponent just closes it out real quick, right? So
Yep.
and so I started paying a little more attention to that. And in this particular match, Brian was on and out. So four out of the six legs that he lost on the last, because he won two on that one, he was on and out,
Oh, he did win
below
too.
100. Yeah, he was. Yeah, so he was on and out.
Nice.
So that's still good, right? Yeah, I mean that just
Yeah,
really
yeah,
means one
definitely.
turn away. And once again, when you hit your outs, that's the frustrating part, right? When you're on the receiving end of that. So, but there's a
For
lot of
sure.
that. There's been a lot of that. Paying attention to that a little bit more, and yes, and then there's times where there's just blowouts, but it is what it is. Um,
Yeah, Brian threw a 52 average in that match. I know he expected more, especially playing against somebody like Mark Buckley, right? But 52 is nothing to complain about.
Not at all.
Jerry McCarroll had a match. He played against Mike Douglas. He won that one 6-4, max legs. Just edged him out.
Just etched them out. Yeah, maybe I'll ask him next time I see him about that match.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Um, I ended up playing Lisa Boyer. So Doug and Lisa. I played
Yes.
Lisa, and she whooped me. I don't know how I ended up winning the first set, but I won the first set in max legs, and then she just came back and smoked me 6 straight. So
Oof.
she's a good shot. She's a good shot. She threw a 180 on me. She almost had like probably 4 opportunities out of 180, and then finally stuck it. And she had to run up because her dart was like hanging out of the triple 20.
You take a step, it
Right?
starts bouncing off. I hear that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's gonna fall. And she ran up and grabbed it. Mike Edwards had a couple matches this week. He played. It sucks because he actually just barely lost both of them. Right. I'm gonna go to my other sheet here because I got it. Bob Tuggle he played, and George O. And he lost 6-5 and 6-5. Yeah, he was right there both times, but Mike Edwards couldn't pull it off. Michael Lee and Shane Patrick, that was a huge match, which is a lot closer than what I thought it was going to be. Like, you see guys like Shane Patrick and you're expecting them not even to take a set. Michael Lee ended up taking a set off. So it was, and it almost went max legs for the entire thing. Like, Shane won at 8-6, right? Like, that's a good outing for Michael Lee. Michael Lee threw a 60 and Shane threw a 64. So that was it's a hell of a match. I don't know what Michael Lee's actual average is. I want to say it's like a 57. Some of these things I'm just going off memory for, just because like I wish I should have I should print out a list of like the current ladder so I can literally just reference it, right? I'm probably going to do that for next week. Just have it printed out so I can, instead of trying to guess. Like, Daniel Vigil played Chris Wilkinson.
Yeah.
And this was actually I wasn't expecting to see Chris's numbers as high as what it was. Chris threw a 58 average, but Daniel Vigil threw a 63. So that kind of, as well as you want to play, if you're not getting into the 60s against these guys, then there's really not a whole lot you can do. But Daniel Vigil won that one 6-2. Henry Lanata had a couple matches. I know he played Andrew Kidd and Neil. Andrew Kidd and Neil. Andrew Kidd only took one leg off of him, but there was a huge difference in averages here. Like, Henry threw a 62 and Andrew was down in the mid 40s range, right? So,
and then I know Neil, Neil shot a 56 and Henry shot a 62, but that was also that was a two sets to one. But it was, once again, it was still a close match. You know,
I was talking to Neil after that. Yeah, I was talking to Neil after that, and he said that he was quite happy taking a set off of him.
Yeah, and I mean, you could tell it was back and forth. With, I think, the middle of the leg was the deciding factor. But you know, it was a good back and forth. I wish I would have seen that one too.
Yeah, there's a few matches here that I kind of wish, like this one right here, Kirk Chapman and Dustin Capel. I think we just talked about that because Dustin played a couple times, but yeah, like, Kirk Chapman just grounded out. He lost the first two legs, came back 3 straight. Dustin came back, won 3 straight, and then 3-1 for Kirk to take it.
And that was one of those legs where all but one leg, it was one-sided. So they were on and out on every single leg except for one leg, right? So
Awesome when it ends up like when it's so competitive like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like single digits out type of thing. So it was a tight match. Actually, Dustin had a higher average in that game than Kirk did by a point. It was like 54 to 55 or something like that.
Yeah, it's still interesting to see that when someone shoots a little bit better and still doesn't get the win, right? Here's that match that I was talking about, Todd Widener against Tom Allen.
Yeah.
Todd threw a 41 average to Tom's 42, and he lost that one. 2 sets straight, 6-2. So it's broken up into actually 2 sets. So he shot a little bit better than what I'm leading on. In the first set, he threw a 42 average. And in the second set, he threw a 45 average, or a 48 average. Still nowhere near the 60 that he put up against whoever it was we were just talking about.
And that happens, man. Sometimes it's just, you know, you hack at it and you win, but it's a disappointing performance, right?
Yep.
But you know, you kind of shake your head and you're like, well, whatever, man, I won. And then
right.
And then your next match or your next person you play, you're back in your 60s or something like that, or you shoot like a knockout, match. So
I'm waiting for those knockout matches to come back because I'm kind of getting sick of getting my ass kicked. Another match from Lewis Carter. The last match we were just talking about, he threw like a 56 average, and I said like he can throw anywhere from like 55 to like 65. He threw up a 61 average here, playing Tony Fisher. He won that one 6-1. All right, like
Let me see.
Mike Edwards and George Owinley. Yeah, we already talked about that one, but that one was the 55. They both threw mid 50s averages.
All right, so Georgia,
Here's that match.
The producer was giving me the look. Our guests are here.
Our guests are here.
Yeah, our guests are here.
All right. I don't think there's really much more to talk about. Like, let me just touch on like a couple more matches. I'll do them real quick. Henry Lanata threw up a 36 or a 63 average against Neil Curran. Neil threw a 57 average, which is decent, and he took that set from him, which is awesome. Shane Patrick dropped the first two legs against Lorenzo, and Shane came back 6 straight to take that one with a 61 average. All the big matches are happening right in a row right now. So 66 average for Doug. Doug won that one against Brad Willett 6-2. But again, Brad Willett threw a 61 average. I'm not expecting that from Brad either, right? Brad and Chris Wilkinson both throwing lights out, right? Taking 2 legs off of Doug, that's fantastic.
Yeah, Brad is shooting well.
I think
practiced with him a couple of times. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes as well. Well, I mean, in the meantime, we do have a special.
Well, the birthday boy had a match.
Yeah, birthday boy.
Yeah, we both look at us.
Yeah, look at that. Ian, happy birthday, my brother.
Happy birthday, buddy. And he won his match too on his birthday.
Yeah.
Pulled off a pretty good win against Larry French Jr.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Ian threw a mid 50s average to Larry's 50 average, so that'll take the win there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically it for all the top matches and everything. That I apologize for not being like completely prepared. Like I'm doing this off my phone. Normally I'm a little bit more prepared for this, but
no, today's
my anniversary. Tanya's got surgery tomorrow. Like everything's kind of dropping all at once. So.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
We'll get through it.
For sure.
So why don't you? We're now. Thank you for the recap. As always, we enjoy your your recaps that you put up in the posting. So thank you for that again. And then
we
do have the player highlight. Or should I say players highlight?
Players.
It's players. So why don't you introduce our special guests today?
Yes, we got Jerry and Amanda McCarroll. When I first met these guys, they weren't married or anything. Now they're both McCarroll.
The McCarrolls, welcome, Amanda. Welcome, Jerry. How are you doing?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. We're good.
Yeah, you're wearing the wrong number, by the way. It should be 26, no?
Right, right. We're 11.
Yeah, we adopted 11 now as junior.
As junior, yeah. I know. I remember you guys saying that in one of the messages. So how are you all doing?
Good. We're doing well.
Doing really well. Getting ready for the holidays,
Oh, that's exciting.
Always.
They're just a week away too. So.
Oh yeah.
Coming all too quick.
Yeah. So well, why don't you give us a little bit of background? I know. So Georgie said, we know you pre-marriage. So
since the beginning of the ladder.
Known you guys for a long time now. Yeah. You guys are 2 OGs of the ladder, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the ladder then?
Since the beginning.
The beginning?
Yeah, beginning.
Oh wow.
Yeah. One of the first 2 people on the ladder, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Real OGs. Oh man.
Yeah, he was even discussing it, and then him and Ian were
in the
makings of it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Like I
exciting.
knew
Oh,
these
that's
guys in NADA before we even started the ladder, right?
Absolutely.
So
awesome. I got to get you one of those like 1%ers patches.
Right. Well, no, Ian owes me a sticker now. Ian owes me a sticker now because I hit my 180 that he said you hit a 180 and I posted it.
no, no way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So Jerry, where are you guys from? Amanda, where are you guys from? And I know you guys have moved a lot in the last little bit, but
We
where you
travel.
guys come from? Where are you guys residing now? Like, what do you guys do for a living?
I grew up in Alaska, came from Alaska, moved to the lower 48 in 2006, and then been in Arizona and California primarily. Went to Texas for a little bit, but been all over. Matter of fact, Amanda and I took a cross country trip for 3 months last summer, and it was a lot of fun. We met a lot of people and that we have thrown darts with, and just traveled around the United States for almost 3 months.
Pitched up a tent whenever it was time to land for a minute and continued on.
Wow.
It was a lot.
Fantastic.
I wouldn't have. I mean, anybody should try to experience that if they can.
Oh yeah,
It's amazing.
It was so
You
much
went
fun.
coast to coast?
Oh yeah, from California to we went from California, Georgia, up to Indiana, all over
Texas,
Texas.
You
Tennessee.
stayed at the lower part of the states. You didn't come up
Right.
north,
Well,
right?
We didn't
went,
go upwards.
No, we didn't. We went all the way up to Indiana.
Well,
Well, you didn't come to New York, though.
no,
not New York. Yeah.
No.
Although that's one of my bucket list
Yeah.
items. New York, I want to go to for Christmas and New Year's at least once.
I'll FaceTime you. You can just
February, we're going to be
experience
there, or close anyway.
What's that?
Don't worry, I live in New York and I have yet to go to Times Square. So
All right, what do you guys do for a living?
Darts.
Darts. Good answer. Good answer.
501 Darts. We do streaming dartboard cabinets. Primarily, we work from home as well, doing call center stuff and handyman stuff. So I
a lot of tile jobs.
Yeah, I remodel but
Awesome.
but we started a company called 501 Darts that's building streaming dartboard cabinets, and that's been really beneficial for us to meet a lot of different people and come up with new ideas and everything else. But I've engineered every single one of my own dart cabinets, and
we've done a lot of custom board or custom cabinets.
Fantastic.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, COVID hit, and we had a game night on Wednesday nights that we really wanted to keep going.
It got so popular, we needed to find something that would facilitate everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we found darts.
Yeah, our game nights got
Is
really
that where
popular.
you guys? Is that where like darts started off for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Wednesday nights we had like 8 couples or 10 couples at our house
Every Wednesday.
every Wednesday.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, though. Imagine a bunch of drunk adults trying to play Operation. It is
Fantastic.
the funniest thing in the world. It is really
I'm
fun.
in.
I got a wishbone.
Or they're
I gotta say, that's probably is a little safer than
right. Well, every
darts.
Wednesday was a different game night. Every Wednesday was something different.
We had multiple games
going on.
Yeah.
But then darts really.
That's awesome. Nice. So that was the beginning of like your dart career, was just finding it on Wednesdays and starting off from there. So you've only been playing darts for what, like 4 years now?
3 years.
4 years.
3 years. That's fantastic. Nice.
I played a little bit growing up, but it was more I grew up in a house with a dartboard cabinet, or a dartboard rather, and we weren't allowed to play on it. So anytime Dad went to work, we snuck them in, but it was forbidden. So it was always intriguing for me, especially growing up, and that's how I came up with it for game night.
Yeah, mine was pool.
Yeah.
I love playing pool.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Growing up in Alaska, we had you were never indoors in the summertime, so there was nothing you ever did indoors, so everything was outdoors. And then in the wintertime, you were either with your parents at the bar shooting pool with all your friends, or snow machining or whatever. And
So what you
Nice.
traveled across country. So what was your favorite state that you played darts
Texas.
in?
We like Texas. Texas was
Texas
fun.
was a lot of fun, but so was Georgia. Georgia
Yeah,
was
Georgia was a
interesting.
lot. Georgia was
Mm.
good.
It was a mixed bag for sure.
Right. Yeah, we had that was the only state we had car trouble in, and it was a belt. We had a belt come off.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. I
Talk
got
about
pulled
the
over once in
humidity.
Georgia.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, luckily our trip we never got pulled over once, and we only had one car trouble, and that was the belt coming off.
Fantastic.
And I
Sounds
caught my
great,
first
man.
fish by hand in where were we? Texas?
Yeah, Texas, and we found
Yeah.
out our dog loved water. Couldn't get her out of a lake at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're gonna go into the speed round real soon, but so you have individual cabinets that you play, or do you have
We
one
used
that
to.
you?
No, we used to. We used to have two cabinets. I built one for her, and then I built one for myself.
Well, I get all the prototypes.
Yeah, she gets all the prototypes. So if they fail, she still gets them. No,
That's fair.
actually, I take pride in what I do. So none of them failed.
Yeah, no, he won't stop until it works.
Nice.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah,
It's Fiber One darts. All right.
501. Yeah, 501 darts with a
501.
Z. With a Z.
With a Z. Got it.
We needed to make it different and
Yeah.
stand out.
But something obviously every dart player can remember, which is a game every dart player plays. So
Yeah. And we didn't want to
Yeah.
call it cricket because I don't know.
we couldn't come up with
couldn't-
anything
we couldn't
catchy
come
enough
to-
for cricket.
for cricket. And that is the only game we ever played. I never played 501 until we started.
Later.
Yeah, until later. So everybody, all of us.
What
were all
about
playing
cricket cabinet? How did that not catch on?
We couldn't.
because
Cricket
it was
cabinet.
just what you sleeping?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we just couldn't come up with anything catchy.
I couldn't
enough.
come with anything.
No. 501 darts is pretty sweet. So if you're looking for a cabinet and you're in the States, definitely check out 501 darts, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
All right,
shipping
let's go
rates
on
are
to
actually
the.
getting pretty decent for Canada now too.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah?
the shipping prices were a big hurdle,
Yeah, it's
a really
huge
big hurdle.
No, for sure.
And so now that they're finally starting to become a little bit more reasonable, we're looking at those options now again.
Well, and that's why we travel around in the United States was because we were delivering them. We personally deliver them.
Yeah, we hand delivered them.
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty
Nice.
cool. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So we
Yeah.
hung them. We hung them, made sure that they were working and everything before we even left.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's
That's
excellent.
great, guys.
That's good to know. So
All
I
right.
think
So
we're
the
gonna have
speed
a
round is
special.
going to take a.
Well, I was gonna say
Sorry,
we
go
got a
ahead,
special
Gonzalo.
discount. We're gonna have a special discount for the ladder. It's a
Oh yeah, absolutely.
2%
No,
discount.
no, we do 15% off for the ladder for anybody on the
Members,
ladder that's a member. We get 15% off.
Nice.
See?
It's
That's
awesome.
excellent. Magnificent. All right, George, why don't you? Well, actually, I was gonna ask that. Can I start off the speed round?
Of course, man.
Oh,
Definitely.
all right. Okay, this is the speed round, everybody. All right, ready, Amanda? Ready, Jerry?
Yes.
All right. First question: who's the best cook?
Cook?
Oh me.
No, me.
So
who cooks more?
He cooks more, but I'm the better cook.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, George, back to you.
All right. Sounds good, brother. All right. So who's the blanket hog?
Unanimous.
All right. No, for real. For
Unanimous.
real.
There is no question.
100%.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
And there ain't no
For
winning
real,
with her.
though. Who's your favorite dart player?
Peter Wright.
Amanda?
I've got a few, but I want to say, oh my goodness, I've just forgot her name. Help. What's
Fallon?
her name? Fallon, thank you.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
you're relying on her name, and she lost.
I
Yeah, she
know, I
did.
saw that. I was so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big Peter Wright fan. I like his throwing style, everything.
Nice. What's your favorite brand of darts?
Shot.
Yeah.
Mine
Amanda?
are by far the unicorns.
Well, in Target, I like the
Nice.
the Daytona Fires.
Fantastic. Best board on the market?
Gladiator 3 or
We just had this
Windmill?
debate yesterday.
Blade 6.
Yep. Blade
I like the Blade 6. Is that what you're going with, Amanda?
Gladiator
The
3
Blade
I like.
6?
I like for longevity.
Who was your best win on the ladder?
Wow.
Back in the day.
When I hit my peak, I want to say Kirk.
Oh no, you know what mine was? And she's gonna love this. Debbie Stevenson.
Steven.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I was really proud of my Kirk win.
Nice.
Maine.
Kirk Maine?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, way back in the day,
Fantastic.
we got to play you guys regularly. So I mean, I've got to play you on the ladder once, and I think, and then when we first started, I beat Ian one time.
Oh, nice. Nice. Who was your worst loss on the ladder?
Oh goodness.
Jordan Buckmeyer.
Yeah, that's got to eat you. Probably. Where is Jordan on the ladder? Is he above you or below
He's
you?
above me again. I don't know how.
Jordan.
I swear this is a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. I swear to God.
Yeah, we're just trying to keep you down and Jordan just a little bit higher than you. That's too funny.
Some Jordan, man.
Mine, I've had quite
Amanda?
because I'm gonna crown myself as the bottom of the ladder crown, which is fine because I get to meet all the new people. But let me tell you,
right?
with the new people coming in, I take some whoopings. I will say that.
Some of them are good. Some of them are really good. But you get an opportunity to play these guys that are better than you, right? So it really is like a learning experience, right?
Yep.
She gets a lot
I
of
hit
it.
a slump there. I hit a peak and then I kind of tabletopped and just flatlined and then fell straight off. But I'm working my way back up.
She's doing good. She's doing really good.
Nice.
That's awesome.
What's your highest checkout?
116,
116.
triple 18, triple 20, double 1.
Yeah, 167.
Oh,
167.
yeah. It's George's.
And
phenomenal.
there is a funny story behind this too, because I thought I hit it against Amanda. 3 days later, Paul Campbell Jr. told me that do the math again, and found out that I didn't hit it, and it was a 153 or 154.
It wasn't 167.
It wasn't 167, but the irony of it all was that very same leg, I hit a 167 out against him.
Nice. That's awesome. That's a great out.
But he did.
That's a
cost me
great
my win
out.
with that fake 167.
Yeah, I did.
What's your least favorite double on the board?
1.
I don't have one really.
No, you don't mind them at all.
I like them all. I mean, well, Nathaniel, who's mentored us for a long time, has got me used to liking all of them. So I don't mind which double.
Yeah, that's good.
Just want to shoot it.
Yeah.
Double
Nice.
1 and double 5 are my least favorite.
Yeah. What player do you like facing the most?
Jordan Buckmeyer.
Nice.
I gotta say Debbie. Debbie is
Debbie's fun to play.
Because we always have a ball. And granted, we forgot how to learn how to share, but we used to share really well.
No, I really like playing Ronnie Klein.
Ronnie Klein?
Yeah.
Nice.
He seems to push me a lot harder than most.
Fantastic. That's good. That's wicked. Player you like facing the least? Jordan Backmeyer.
No, the one oh man. We mentioned his name earlier, or you didn't mention his name.
Real?
No. No, I love playing real. Absolutely love playing real. But Lorenzo. Oh my gosh.
Lorenzo.
Never win against that guy. Never. And Gonzalo, nothing against Gonzalo, because I'm gonna get up to his league, but I almost beat him once.
That is true. True story.
And Amanda, who do you hate playing the most? Jerry? That's funny. All right, last question.
Playing me.
If you guys had a darting nickname, what would it be?
Queen Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Bowls?
26.
26.
Bowls, for sure.
Jerry 26 McCarroll.
Yep. I threw 14 of them in one leg.
Oh boy.
That's crazy.
The other ones were 11s.
Those bowls, so I adopted that one like 2 years ago.
Yeah, she's named Queen Bulls.
That's awesome. All
So
right,
wait,
guys. I think
so
that
who plays
wraps.
better cricket between you two?
Sorry,
Oh,
Who's
I
the
do.
better cricket player?
I
by
am.
far him.
Okay, interesting.
Although I used to smash on
Even
him.
I beat Ronnie the other day with a 2.6 average.
Nice.
Very, very impressive.
That's good. Good darts for sure, man.
But he's forgetting to tell you he got really good at his cricket game because I used to whoop on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hard.
She used to whoop me all the time. Way back when we first started.
And he did not like it, so he made sure he became.
I was like, it's not a pool stick. How the heck do you throw these things?
That's awesome, guys.
That's exciting, man. Thank you so much for joining us. I know
we
it's a
have a
time
lot of fun with
difference,
darts.
and
We have so much fun with darts, and we love George's ladder. I mean, absolutely, hands down. This is the only one that we've stayed with. Period. No matter what. Because of the fact that all the people are amazing.
It's actually more like a family than anything else.
It is. It really is.
Speaking of which, Christmas and New Year's coming up. George has been so very kind to let me, throw my little female touch on it sometimes. And last year we did a board decorating contest for Christmas and a tournament. And by popular demand, I think we're bringing it back again this year.
Yes, I
Nice.
like it. That's awesome.
Yep.
I can't wait. Actually,
So obviously the tournament won't be on Christmas Day or anything, but
Right.
between Christmas and New Year's, we're gonna have like a little Christmas tournament. Hopefully, a bunch of you guys can show up and we can have a really good tournament.
Heck
It's
yeah,
a great-
your
we're
boards,
in.
guys.
We're always in.
It's a great opportunity
Yeah.
to toast to the holidays and toast to each other and to the man that makes it all happen.
I know we appreciate you a lot.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You do an amazing job of keeping everybody in line, and and
Creating a family.
and getting rid of the
Yeah.
riffraff if we need to.
Yeah, which we don't have to, right? And you're right,
no,
man.
it's
It
been
really
amazing.
is like a family. There's
This
only
group to have 93 players that all, I mean, no matter what you do in life, to have 93 people all getting along and everybody enjoying playing is amazing. So hats off to you.
Yeah.
George.
really, really is. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man.
And by the way, that means that since you lifted the cap at your number, which then you went from 80, now you're on. So it's like you're adding almost 10 a week.
Yeah.
It's almost like you have to.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see how much we've grown. I mean, based on what George has been doing, how much it's grown since we first started.
It's beautiful to see.
Yep.
It really is.
Yeah. It's been fun. It's been a fun journey, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we've been there from the very beginning, man. It was when we had 17 originally or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, man. There wasn't many of us, that's for sure.
So thank you
All right,
again,
guys, well-
Jerry and Amanda. We appreciate you guys for joining us and hanging in there with us and letting us a little bit into the My Carol home. We appreciate that, and and Amanda, I owe you a practice game. I know that it's just always timing. So
do.
we'll get that going soon.
You'll see my mathematician skills too.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
Calculator.
about.
I've been getting her on her about her calculator. She always shorts
I
herself
don't
10
really
points.
need it that much anymore.
Well, make sure you show yourself 10 points against me.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you guys very much.
Thanks,
I
guys. I
appreciate you.
appreciate it.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
All right.
Bye.
All right. So, thank you very much once again for Amanda and Jerry for joining us. Now we're gonna have our match of the night. So we have our two friends here. We have Nick and we have Clark.
Hey,
So these gentlemen are going to battle it out for number 5. And while George gets himself set up, getting into the match, we will let you guys go at it. So, Nick, I believe you're up. Hey, man, game on.
all right. Have a good match, Clark. You well. Yeah, you too, Nick. Do well.
All right, that's exciting.
40.
All right, it's always a little bit of nerves going on.
25.
So this is for the number 5 spot, which means that this is still a best of 3 set match, which each match is best of 5, and
69.
um, the means that this whoever wins here, I believe, does get a title shot, right? Right, Georgie?
60.
Or can get into a title shot.
I'd have to take a look and see where they're actually at.
This is battle for
Can you
number
hear me,
5.
Gonzalo?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Perfect. I can see everything on these boards.
54.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah. So for number 5, so whoever wins here gets a number.
Depending on where they're both positioned, I don't think so.
Well, Clark is 5.
Because Clark is 5, but Nick Highland's 9.
Right.
Yeah, so they both have to be in the top 5 in order to get a title shot.
So Clark being 5, if he wins here or defends his title, does that put him in a? I mean, defends his spot. Does that put him in a situation to or to a title shot?
He would have to challenge somebody else in the top 5 and take that win. Right. So right now we've got nobody's available in the top 5 right now to challenge. Right. But there's got to be a title shot happening here somewhere.
Okay.
Who's Dustin?
So then Nick shooting a big 125 to get himself to 173.
97. Good call.
It's a good answer.
$57.
Solid shooting.
$44. All right. 33.
All right. So Nick and 32 here.
Second dog.
Second dart.
Nice
Good
dart.
job.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice out.
Out of curiosity, Gonzalo, can they hear us right now?
No, so that's one of the things that we try to avoid is
Super on that.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
too.
being them. It's just us watching them, kind of like looking through a like, you know, when you show up to you see the newborn baby and you see them from the glass. That's what we're doing. We're looking at a two baby screen right now.
Perfect.
Well, you know, so right there, Nick got a 125
56.
to get himself to the first shot at an out. So the first leg goes to Nick.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a,
It's gonna
that
be
looks
one of
like a
those
95 too.
So what's your putting you in a spot here? Who do you have for this match?
Nick Highland.
40.
Clark's my boy, but if I was putting money on the match, I would have to go with Nick. Like, I want Clark to win just because I've been watching him for a long time, watching him climb the ladder and everything, right? But Nick Highland's got the edge here for sure.
Well, he's definitely got momentum, right? He's on the up shooting right now. So
26. Shot there.
in honor of Jerry, our special guest today, shot 26.
It's nice of him, eh?
Hopefully I don't hit 14 of them. Come on.
I'm actually going to try and
58.
do something here.
All right, go for it.
We don't have the stats.
Yeah, it's better. 133.
Very nice.
shot.
133 from
Thanks.
Clark. Good answer. That's how you put pressure right back on.
Second.
Okay, we got Clark at 152 and Nick at 176.
Yes, sir.
100.
Nice ton. Do a 52
It's a,
out.
it's a rare 20 round for Clark. He always stays on the bottom of the board.
Yeah, and he throws 100, right? He might
But,
go
I mean,
back to that now.
well, now he's on the 32 now.
Second dart.
Yep.
Very
Nice
nice.
start,
Shot,
Clark.
Blake.
Very
Nice
nice.
out.
Thanks.
Nice cleanup, Clark.
Thank you, sir.
You sure you can't hear me? I didn't rub him the wrong way while saying that he was the underdog here. He's like, underdog, I'll tie this up right now.
No. But if you want, I could let you into the room.
No, I'm good.
96.
96 start. Nice start.
Get open.
That's a strong start. I think
Yep,
they
for
keep
sure.
that personally right there.
Come on. 29.
You're a 19 shooter as well, right, George? Well, at least you
I
favor.
am. Yeah. I've been trying to work my way around the board a little bit more. Like I kind of, when I'm comfortable, I'm bouncing back and forth between 19s and 20s. But if I'm feeling the pinch, then I'm staying at 19s.
29.
Couple back-to-back 29s for Clark. Nick starting off with a 96 and a 60. That's a solid start for sure.
60.
Another 60. Great dart.
$57.
All right there, but only a 57, right?
I know. I mean, interesting because I like Nick. I went from from a 19 shooter
13.
when I started the ladder to picking up some tips along the way, and I just went to a 20. But lately, when I want to hit 20, it's just natural to 19. It's just the way I want to go. So yeah. And I've been hitting, the 171s, the 133s. Just
140.
look at that, 140 by Nick.
Thank you.
Very nice.
That starts, Nick. Yep, very nice. After a 13, too. Good,
58.
Clark needs to score some big numbers here. Clark needs like a ton of money.
Yeah. 133 in this case.
25.
25.
Let's see, 93 if he goes for the triple 19, double 6, double 18. No, he's in and out. Oh,
79. I shot it wrong double.
oh, that's a good look.
Oh, shot at the wrong double, he says.
$57.
Solid darts. Looks like it's too little, too late.
Well, 7 could be. 7 is a tricky shot. What was he shooting there for? The 6 to go for?
He was
double
going
four?
for the 6, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, 6 or 10 worked for when you're on 14, right?
I know, but a double 2.
95.
Double 2 is out.
I don't mind double 2. I don't mind double 2 at all.
Can't stand double 2.
Right? So if I was to ask you for your worst double on the board, Gonzalo.
Well, it was 10, but I
Oh, that's right too. Yeah. You're not a fan of double 2 either, right?
no. But it's one of those. I can't stand it, but I learned to love it at the same time because I know it's there.
30 and 20.
While we were talking, Clark threw up a 95. So he's actually,
Oh,
if Nick
man.
misses this,
I would have went straight for it, man. I would have went straight for it from the get.
you and me both. Very rare will I split it. Clark has an opportunity here. Bullseye.
Well, he has 58 now. So 18 top. Yep. 30.
Third dart.
Oh, steals the leg.
Didn't deserve it.
That's a tough.
Stole it.
That's a tough loss.
Yeah, that's a tough loss for Nick there for sure.
Good leg. Good leg.
Yeah, that was a good leg for sure. Like Clark was throwing like a low 40s average there, and then just peeled it back, and yeah, well done. And starts off with 79. Nice start.
Once again, to your point, those outs, man, you can't miss them.
Yep, that's exactly it, right?
Oh.
Another one falls out. Couldn't see if that was in there or not, but 76 anyways. Could have been a 133 if that was done.
I think it might have been in the triple 19.
It was very close, yeah. 55, nothing to complain about.
I mean, losing the last leg
22.
from Nick's point of view, man, that's frustrating. I mean, it's very
100%.
hard. It's very hard to get back into it right back into it. It's challenging. It's challenging.
97. $100. Shot.
Nice start.
Very nice.
So for those that can't see, because I don't know, like I pulled it up on the DCTV, so I got all the scores in front of me. But for those that can't see it, it's
83.
227 to 215 right now for 144 for Clark. Nick's at 215. Nick has darts in hand right now. See what he can peel off here. 58 start. Close to tied. 144,
Oh, you dummy.
157.
For 84, 74, 69. Uh, 61, 117, 127, 132, I want to say.
Quickly.
Fantastic dart. Nice starts, Clark.
First start.
Wow, Clark comes back and steals this set.
Wow.
When you asked me earlier who I thought was going to win, I was joking. I was Clark the entire way.
My shot first, correct? All right, Bubba.
It's interesting about it. I lost
83.
I lost the ability to see Clark, so
It's gone on and off on my screen a couple times as well, buddy. I got them both here right now. Nice shot. Both guys starting off strong, 83 and a 95. Clark coming back with a 41.
$60.
Thought it was 160.
Oh, come on. 35. $93.
that's a good answer.
Good shot.
Yep.
Thank you.
Great dart.
Is Clark's got to put up some big numbers here.
Get him out of there. 16, 21, 37, 56.
Uh, Nick leading by about 100 points right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna.
45.
It's just it's. These are the kind of games that you look at the score and they're like, oh, 198. I mean, 240. Well, that's not much, right? We're only talking about like 51 points or something like that, 52 points. But
Yeah, but Nick has darts in hand right now, right? So now we're down to it's a 100-point lead.
well, I mean, but a 133 will put him right back into this game, right?
100%. Yep.
And we've seen Clark shoot that many times, so
Yep.
that's a lot of pressure. Let me tell you. Good ton there by Nick. Himself
Yeah, another
140.
ton. Leaving himself 40. Great dart. 212 left for Clark. Clark going upstairs now.
We got Jerry's highs out right now.
Nice start.
Oh, that's what 38.
38.
All right, Nick's got to clean it up here.
Yeah.
Hey, I did a double 7 that time. Third dart.
Nah, he didn't. He decided not to clean it up. He decided to go right for it, like you said, eh?
Yeah. Way to go after there, Nick.
Thank you. I needed it. She will. Bud.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta go after it, man. I mean, that's adjustment right there.
Yep, 100%. Nick starting off slow this time, starting off with a 24.
Stop pulling. 29. There's your punishment.
And Clark does not capitalize.
Still hurt.
46 last to get himself there. I mean, this is one of those matches that all of a sudden they're like ton 33, 140. See, the numbers start going up.
Yep.
For you.
We're almost tied now. 10 points.
55.
So Clark took the first set, huh?
85.
Yeah, Clark taking the first set off Nick. That's huge.
24.
One of who I'd like to get on here commentating with you is Brian Belbraddock.
45.
Oh yeah, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, man, the guy's his outs and his knowledge of the outs and everything is phenomenal.
Oh, definitely need to get him in here. I would love to just get you to do a game.
Yep. I'd be relying heavily on him, like just because, like he can talk about the outs, what people should be going for, and like he's good.
No big fish today.
80.
Or what did you call it this weekend? That should be the super big fish or the extra large big fish. What were you calling it this weekend?
No, it wasn't me. Who
Yeah, no, we were talking about
Somebody,
you were talking about how the 160 how you feel that 167 is a
yep, that
quarter
was me.
ounce,
Yep,
and then you were
it is
saying
a
that
harder app. Yeah.
that should be the big fish, and 170 should just be the bigger fish instead of each other.
This is anybody's game right here.
Oh yeah, I mean,
38.
94 to 90.
well, 94 is a well now
52
he's
for Nick. Clark has darts in hand for a 94.
was that an 18 or hit a triple? Oh, so,
Leaves him at 8.
oh, did he hit this? Is he in
Gets
24 now?
himself with 8.
Oh, 8.
86
Okay.
sword. Nick goes for
Oh, that's a tough first start.
12.
It's a first tough
So,
first start. You know,
oh,
um,
nice try, Nick. Nice try.
one of the other guys I shoot with, he's like, on 52, he doesn't matter how much he loves double 16, he refuses to shoot a 20
Oh,
on
No way.
52. He refuses to shoot a
flimsy.
20 on 52 because he's
12
like
all day long.
he'll do 12 all day long just because he's like, I've hit enough trip on 20s that I drives me nuts.
Neighbor?
And it's true, it's happened. I've actually adjusted to that as
Yep.
well. Unless I feel really confident about my 20s. Um, but if I'm like in one of those iffy
Oh,
modes,
come on.
I mean I shoot 12, man.
Yeah, you hit that triple 12. You still got an out, right?
Exactly. Well, next year he has a chance to do it. Double five. Oh, do you
Oh,
bust?
just
Do you
low.
bust or you hit the one? What do you do?
First start.
What do you do?
Nice start. Nice start, Clark.
You
Nice
bust
start.
on that, or do you shoot it?
100% bust. Yeah.
All right, well,
All right, too well,
it's a
bud.
tie now.
You too.
1-1. 1-1 with Clark starting off.
Oh, sorry for the noise. The kids are going to sleep.
59.
They don't sound like they want to go to sleep.
They're probably racing up the stairs. One lost, and that's the one that's crying.
Highland throwing a ton.
Very nice
Put it
ton.
open. $67.
It's always disappointing when you hit a triple 19 and end up with 67.
Oh, it hurts, especially when it's your first start.
Yep. That was his second dart, but I know he was hoping to follow it up with at least another 19, give himself 79.
$41.
Hey, made it right back up. Oh man, I look like a triple from here. You know what? We didn't see no 170s this week. At least not to our knowledge, right? This past
And
week.
we haven't seen a 170 on the ladder ever, and then there was 2 in the same week.
That's crazy.
We probably won't see another 170 for a long time.
Yeah. This leg started off strong, and then
59.
what number leg is this? This has got to be what, the fifth leg? No, right? No, yes, sixth leg, seventh. I wonder if they're getting tired. I'm pretty sure they were practicing earlier, so.
Yeah, they've been practicing for a while there, so
7, 23, 42.
That takes a
neither
that
of
take
them can't complain that they're not warmed up. That's for sure.
Well, what's your strategy or your plan going into a match? Do you practice 30 minutes? Do you kind of go in a little bit of cold shoulder? Do you
I'm probably about a 15 minute
130.
15-minute warm up. Right, I like to throw around a golf, so it gets me throwing at all the doubles. And then I just warm up just normally throwing for bull, triple 19, triple 20.
Okay.
Right, I rely on golf to kind of get me throwing at all the doubles and moving around the board. Right. Clark throwing up a 133 to jump back into it.
I'm telling you.
And after Nick throws a 9, Nick threw a 9. Clark came back with a 133.
24.
That's punishing.
24, 40, 63.
Wish I'd have been paying more attention to the score because Clark was actually in a little bit of trouble in this leg, and he just pulled himself right out of it after Nick threw a 9.
Well, let's see. I mean, he hit the 4 on the previous leg to get himself out of it, right? So
Yeah.
let's see. And he hit it again. He hit it again.
Wow. Clark is one leg away from taking this, stealing this.
Oh, Nick's got to be feeling the pressure now, but not as much as Clark.
100%.
Though. Not as much as Clark, though. I can tell you.
There's a lot of pressure when you.
Yeah, man, that mental
Because
game.
Clark drops this leg. If he drops this leg, it's anybody's game.
Exactly. Although if he drops his game, he'll have the start in the next game. So. The next leg.
I'm sorry, 79.
Yes.
So that
Starts off strong with a 79.
Four.
59. Well, it looks like it. Nope, 44.
Thirty.
This is what I'm saying. Try to answer our longest questions, you don't answer. Oh, and get off.
You guys know our commentary will get better as we do more of these. Like right now, me and Gonzalo are kind of new. Well, I'm very new to commentating, right? So we're also gonna work on trying to get the score up on the screen as well. See if we can can't figure that out.
Yeah, we usually have it that way, but we had to make room for the boss on the stage. So, well, yeah, we'll definitely figure it out. You know, there's also some technical things that we're trying. You know, every week, like you said, we do things differently. This is your first time on there, so I'm very happy to see you and that you're able to enjoy the match. Like I said, I mean, this is a little selfish, but man, I love watching these matches, man. It's like I'll stay quiet, probably to my own benefit, and just watch the game. I love watching.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice, right?
I mean, look at this. Nick just hit a ton 19, putting that pressure back on. Then 98. And you just kind of
Clark come back with? Clark came back with
he's just
an 80 of his own. So these guys are still tied. Like Clark's throwing a 67 average and Nick's throwing a 69 average rate.
That's some good averages right now, man.
Yeah.
And they're already in and out at the 15 darts.
Nice start. Clark doing a little bit of math so you can figure out what he needs to throw next.
He's got 76, right? So he's already in the.
Left himself 56. Oh, sorry, he left himself 72.
What do you go on 72? Triple 16, double 12?
You got it.
80.
Nice starts by Nick. Didn't really lay that out the best. He doesn't have his best out, but
There.
Oh,
just under.
Just
under it.
Oh.
48.
Well, Nick's got the real pressure now.
70.
Yep, 3 or 19, right?
No.
3 leaves you double 16, 19 leaves you double 8.
Oh. I don't know which direction he's going to go now. But you have to hit it somewhere in the bottom, right? Because they all leave you out.
Yep.
I'm gonna be out of drinks tomorrow.
What happened there?
I think Clark just accidentally hit the wrong button.
Okay.
So Clark's got 12 left. There's 35 for Nick.
All right, so he's going for double 8.
Nick goes 19. He's double 8.
Oh, just now. Oh,
Oh,
it's inside.
just inside.
Clark's been
Nice
hitting
darts, though, Nick.
he's been hitting the right
Clark
side of
has
the
an
board.
opportunity.
Well, he's been hitting that side of the board, you know.
Ah, he busted it.
Oh, way overthrow.
Oh,
All right, Nick. Push this to the last leg, bud.
let's see, double 2. Oh, just an
Madhouse he goes. Nick's feeling the pressure now. He's kicking himself for sure.
What are you doing? Pay attention, Clark. Pay attention.
Yeah, that missed by a little bit. Double 3 for the win.
Oh, just inside.
Yes.
That's it. That just inside. Well, you know, double 1.
Nick's sitting with 2, looking for double 1.
That's just as nerve-wracking. Well, that's a good marker right
Good marker, Dart.
there. It is. What a bounce.
There it is.
There you go.
A little help from your
Good
friend
job,
there.
Nick.
Good clean up there.
Good
Nick.
clean up there, Nick. Oh, boy.
This is what I mean. Now it's anybody's
All right,
game.
let's
As much as Clark's got the Clark's leading off.
I'm telling you, man, those mind games, you start thinking, and if you don't know how to wrap it up and get those thoughts out of your mind, I could have
45.
won, and you start bombing your darts.
85.
Good start. I think this is gonna go to a final set, man.
I think so too.
Come on now. 43. That's not
Oh, is that tip touching?
96.
I guess he wasn't.
No, it was not.
Actually,
Nice start.
wanted to say hi
Nice
to
start. 171.
very nice.
Well done, Clark.
High out. It's a high. That's a high. Highest of the match. We haven't had a 1.
Yeah. Nick needs some big scores here if this is going to go to the next set. 95, good answer.
So let's see what
44.
44.
Respectful.
You know, he would ton. He's right back in it.
Yeah, he needs a ton.
Come on, he needs a big trip here.
30.
Yeah, it's at 191 now.
What are you doing? Stupid arm.
Always got to hate when your arm doesn't agree with you.
Like it has a mind of its own, right?
Right? Sometimes it just feels like you're throwing with someone else's arm. It doesn't even feel like your own arm. It just feels like it's.
Jeez.
Yeah.
19, 20.
And then you're so in tune with your arm, you realize as the second it leaves your arms, you're like, darn, that was not where it
Yeah.
30, 33.
So I mean,
What's that?
talking about darts,
21.
right? But you like grip on your darts, or you like?
Yes, I need grip because I don't squeeze too hard on my dart. So when I go to throw, it flips a lot. I'm actually looking at getting those the Infernos.
Okay.
Those are very grippy.
Yeah, I'm not a grip guy.
No.
No.
Here's
He went for it. He went for it.
I think it's 25 left.
He went for it.
25, 45, 55, 67.
That's my dad's dart.
Add Clark.
Oh.
45, 50.
No grip whatsoever.
Yeah, those are
They're just
the clean slate. Yeah, they're
yeah,
clean.
they're just smooth.
Yeah. And I was thinking about getting me a pair of that. Some of those.
Six.
Six leaves them 70. 25 left, 9,
Oh, he's going. Well, that was way down
double 8. He missed that by a while.
there. Yeah. Well,
He cleaned it up though. Nick still has
Nick has a
70
chance
left.
here. Yeah.
Triple 18.
Oh man, you hear him chuckle in the background because he's just like, can't believe that.
He knows, yeah.
Yeah, he knows it.
He's left it in Clark's hands now. Double 16, double 8 for the win.
First start.
Wrong out.
What?
Yeah,
What am I
Clark.
doing? I just busted.
the hell?
Oh,
So where
Clark.
I'm thinking right now.
Well, Nick
goodness.
is gonna make my prophecy come true. He's gonna take it to the last
Clark.
to the last set. Oh, it's just on the neighbor.
When I said that Clark was way off on those last 2 darts, he wasn't way off. He was throwing for the wrong edge.
What are you shooting for? 16, right?
He was throwing for double 16, but he had double 8.
Oh, look at that.
So the first 2 darts.
Nick hit it, brother.
Good job, Nick.
Nice,
Double.
nice,
I told
nice.
you we're going to the
You're gonna
last
punish
set.
me, bud. Jeez.
Here we go.
Stupid mistake. Very stupid mistake.
That was nerve-wracking.
Clark is going to
That was
kick himself if he
guys.
loses this.
No, it was stupid.
Nice try, though, guys. Nice try.
All right, you want
I
to
can
give
get my
him a
head
word
in
of
the game.
encouragement? Go for it. All right,
All right, Nick.
we're holding
Go get
off.
it. I'll
Game
make
on.
you
All right.
All right.
Let me tell
Nice
you, man.
start. Nice start. Good open.
Let me tell you. If you start thinking back, I said it before, and I said it like 3 times already. But
15.
if you're Clark, and you're thinking, damn it, I have a dart at an out, and then I shot the wrong out. I've been there, so I know that feeling. You kick yourself in the
Yep.
butt. I mean, it's just drains you.
You
Knowing
can't
that
let it get into your head, man.
so he's got to get back into the game.
Yeah, he really needs to forget about it and just focus on his game. Because if he dwells on it, his game's not going to go the way that he wants it to.
I mean, in that particular leg too, Nick went in and he shot the 18 to. I mean, I don't know. I guess he was shooting for a 12 to leave himself double 20, but then he shot that 9. At that very second, I'm Clark. I'm thinking, yes, yes, there's a possibility here, and then you get another shot out and you miss it. It's discouraging, man.
For sure.
And then
Clark's off to a bit of a slow start here. Nick has a couple throws in the 90s with a 60 and a 45. Clark's basically around 50 right now for his average. So 290 for Clark, 213 for Nick.
And they got
Nick just throws a
125.
125.
That's
So Nick's at 88 to Clark's 290. Clark needs some big scores here.
I hit that way.
88, triple 16, double top.
Absolutely. You got to do some board management here, man. You still got to go for your out, but then you got to make sure by the end of those 3 darts, you're in and out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Come on, stop slipping.
Is that an 83?
121.
Or 121?
73.
Oh,
Oh, so
The 333, not a.
second dart coming out strong.
Well done.
That's a 75 average on that leg.
75 average. Great. And Nick's throwing a 58 average, match average right now to Clark's 55. So these guys are throwing good darts.
This is exactly what we expected, man.
Yep.
59.
59.
$42.
42.
So whoever wins this match is going to sit for a little bit probably, unless they get challenged. Now, I believe in this case, just kind of talking a little bit about the rule, right? Nick challenged Clark.
Yep.
Therefore, it doesn't matter whoever loses here.
Doesn't matter win or lose.
It doesn't matter win or lose. You're still subject though to a challenge or to be challenged, right? So let's say if Nick loses, right? He can still be challenged, right? There's no 48 cooldown hour rule.
Well, there's a 48-hour cooldown and a 48-hour protection, right? Clark will be under protection because he was just challenged, right?
No.
So he
challenged
can't
Clark.
be challenged again.
No, he challenged Clark. Clark is the higher seed.
Yeah. So Clark has been challenged.
Right.
So he can't get challenged again. He's going to have 48 hours where he can't be challenged.
Okay, so that's protection.
Nick has 48 hours before he can challenge again.
But he could be challenged if he loses.
That's right. Oh, win or lose, he can be challenged.
Oh,
If Nick
okay. Win or
wins,
lose. Okay.
If Nick wins, yeah, win or lose. Whether you win or lose has nothing to do with it. It completely relies on whether you just challenged or whether you're being challenged.
Okay.
Right?
I know. It's like I'm like I just started the ladder, right? You figured I would know by now.
You just been up top so long, you have no idea.
I can't
No,
hear you at all.
it has nothing to do with that, man. It's just like like I said, I got up there because I won one of those pop-up tournaments, man.
Yeah.
And then I just been up there back and forth. So so I had to do a little bit less with all that challenging stuff, but
Yep. All right, we got a close game right now, 291 to 308. Clark just threw
Nope.
thumbs up, thumbs down.
I think you got a 57, Clark.
It looks like a 57. Can they not hear each other? They're
I don't know.
Is it just me, Gonzo, or is it you as well?
I think we lost Clark, so let's get him back in there.
I can see his video. I just can't hear his audio.
Oh, he may have to refresh. Let's get Clark to real quick.
Can you hear us? Can Nick hear us?
No bueno.
We could hear Nick. Clark, we can't hear you, so you're gonna have to just refresh your video real quick. In the meantime, while Clark refreshes his video, Nick, you could see his screen?
Yeah, I can see his video.
Okay.
Now he just went off.
He went off. He's probably refreshing, so we'll let him join in for a second. But good shooting, man. Way to stay in the battle there, Nick.
If I could finish legs, I'd be all right.
You've had a couple where you've yep. Couple legs, you were miles ahead, and then you threw like a 9, and Clark came back with a 133, and that just evened it right out.
Trying to make you proud. He's been sharp on his doubles though. Except for that 32. He threw 2 at it the turn before, and I didn't know if he was just throwing low, but then he went back at it and hit it with his first dart, and I was like, wow, what are you doing?
All right, so we got him back.
Yep. That's exactly what I had said. I thought he missed by a little bit, but no, he was actually throwing at the double 16.
All right, Clark, can you hear us, brother?
No, he can't.
No, we can't hear you. But as we work through this one, he fixed this before, so it's just a little bit of a hiccup.
That's no worries.
There it is. I
Let's
think he's
go
coming in
into.
now. All right, and we'll let you guys get back to it.
All right.
Audio source.
Oh, you're good now, Clark. I hear you.
All right, yeah, but can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see you.
All right.
All right, they're back on it.
Disable video. Oh, here we are. Yeah, George, I was shooting at the 16 because I was thinking, oh, I got 16.
Yeah. But when I was commentating it, when we were talking about it, I thought you just missed low by a couple.
Oh, no.
And then you went back to it again and you hit it, and I was like, oh, he didn't miss low. He was throwing for the wrong. That's too bad. Nick was thinking the same thing. He figured you just had a couple off darts.
Yep. I brain farted, dude. I call that the rule of 10.
Right, game on, gentlemen.
You get in those situations sometimes, and yeah, you get in those situations sometimes, and you're thinking through it, and you're like, I know what I'm doing, but then you look and you're like, oh shit, I was off by 10.
All right, well, we'll let him get back to the game.
Oh, see if I can hit something after that delay. Maybe not.
All right.
So I wonder, sometimes those little breaks kind of give you a second wind.
85.
Yeah. Or it can throw you off. It
It
can go.
could throw you off. It could throw you off. I got to tell you, and please don't use this against me.
29.
My worst shooting comes with playing against slow shooters. So
Oh, really? Eh?
oh, it just, I lose it. I literally have refrained from jumping off matches when people take forever.
Like how long's forever?
Like if you take
57.
like 15 seconds to shoot your first dart and then another 15 seconds to shoot your second dart, I would just jump off the match.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a long time. 15 seconds is a long time.
It's a long time, and people don't think so, but it's a long time, and it's
When
even
you sit
longer
there
when
and
you
put a
virtual.
timer on it, you actually count 15 seconds. To wait for somebody to throw a dart, that's a long time.
It is. No, these guys are getting, well, they're both in and out. Look at that. Clark came right back in it. 120 to Nick 122.
Yeah, Nick got darts in hand though. He's going to jump down a little bit here.
He shot at 37, I think. So
Yep, 85 left, 120.
Oh, come on now. 75.
oh, he got it. He nailed it on that last start.
Nice dart, nice out.
Oh, what did you do? Hit the double five?
Yeah, I hit the double 5. Then
Yeah,
double
he was
15.
double 5 on the first start.
Yeah, he covered up that nicely. Now, hey, listen, you started off with saying that Nick is gonna win. Clark almost made a lie out of you.
Yeah, I know, right? That double 16 mistake, I think, is going to eat him up.
Yeah, that was a big lag.
47.
I think he got a case of the main event being on the main stage that time.
Yeah. It's one of those matches that he's going to be going to his wife being like, I had him and I threw it the wrong double. Like,
Last time I spoke to him, he was saying that, when his wife is in the other room and she hears the darts and they start hitting harder than they normally would, she knows it's not going well.
I remember that. I remember saying that.
45.
So, well, Nick got a little bit on the Nick's got probably a little bit of what's the word? Probably a little bit sense of relief there,
Come on,
considering that
33.
that he's like up 2 legs. You know, so he probably
Yeah,
feels
up
a little
two
bit of
legs, and
relief.
he's up in this leg, 216 to 293. 81,
And he shot 81.
135.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, throwing a 73 average right now. 135 out.
Oh, he
Start
went
with
for
bullseye.
bull. Top, yeah. He went for what's this? 99.
Shit, should have been throwing 20s all night.
So there's no 2-dart out for 99. For those that don't know your outs and stuff like that, right? So 2-dart out or 3-dart out is triple 19.
Triple 19, either 6 or 10, and then you could go from there.
Yep.
Uh-oh. He puts
Oh,
right.
we got a game.
We got a game. Is that an 8?
75 to 48. Clark's on 48. Nick is on 75.
Couldn't make out what his first dart was. So it was an 8.
No, did you just bust that?
All right, I'm safe.
No. He just busted that? No.
21 for 20.
21.
Oh, okay.
27 left.
Make sure I count right this time. Give me a second.
11 double 15.
On 27, I
For
still like
11?
my odds. I still like my
Right,
odds. I go in
11.
anything on the bottom. Like I said, I still go anything on the bottom. 19, 3, or 17, man. Leave myself
Oh,
in-
really? Eh?
Yeah. On 27, they'll leave me an 8. They'll leave me a 24. You know what I mean? Or you'll I'll keep myself in and out. If you're gonna hit a trip at any number, you're probably gonna bust anyway, so it's irrelevant. At least if you shoot an odd number, any one of those three.
Not a bad idea. And you got four or five odd numbers right in a row down there. 4 odd numbers right in a row.
Good job, Nick. Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that one. I flubbed up. It was about good taking advantage of those mistakes.
Nick.
There's the man. There's the winner. Nick Highland.
What's your heart rate right now, Nick?
It's a lot.
What's your heart rate? What 125?
Higher than my average. That's for sure.
Oh, Clark, how you feeling, brother? Man, you guys shot well. It came
Dude, I'm
down.
hot.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough way to lose.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I was brain farting, dude. It's just one of those things, you know. You get one of those nights where I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm fogged. You know, I'm not making excuses, but it gets into me the longer I play. My heating unit is right on the other side of this wall, so this like gets to be the hottest room in my house. And then I'm sitting here, I'm like drenched.
It's hard to come back.
Can't concentrate. You know, those little things will get to you. No, but that's on me. That's nothing to do with you, Nick. You deserve that. That last leg you shot. You're shooting really good.
And you came right back, though, Clark. You came right back.
I did, and look what happened. I was like, holy shit! I hit there, and I was aiming here, and then I hit here, and I was aiming there. So I got a little more to do because I changed up my my throw a little bit, so I need a little bit more work on it. But
hey,
great shooting, man.
Give me a match, man.
Well, I'll give you a rematch then. How's that?
All right, 2 weeks.
Well, somebody knows the
You need
rules.
that long? Huh?
1 week.
1 week. 1 week.
Hey, what's 1 week? Give him a break. You know? But
Yeah,
hey, listen,
right.
guys, you shot great. Thank you for allowing
What
us
I
to
end up
watch
shooting?
that.
Hey, what I end up shooting there? Is there any way to look at the score review or
Yeah,
review
you
game?
shot
Yeah,
at
you
57,
threw 55.
Okay.
and Nick shot at 57.
Yeah,
And if I could only hit doubles, right?
if you could only hit doubles, man.
I can only get the right double.
We lost other areas.
Oh,
Yeah, but
But
thanks, Gonzo. Appreciate it.
yeah, no worries, guys. Thank you again for the match, George. Thank you again for joining us. We appreciate
Man,
you
it's been a
guys.
pleasure.
And once again, next week it is Christmas Eve, so we're likely to take a break. We may stream a match in between the week and in between Christmas and New Year's. So we'll catch up. So we're gonna have to just pay attention to George's recaps through the chat. So
yep.
if we can, we'll sneak one in there, George. We'll do that. But
Yeah, we'll do what we can.
all the best, and prayers for the wife. Hope she, everything will be all right. And then we'll talk to you soon, my brother.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
a lot,
gentlemen.
guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in.
Yep.
Shoot well and God bless.